Hello, this is Melvin Alexander from Group 1 of the iTech 4750 Summer Senior Capstone class, and today I will be giving a brief presentation on the progress our group has made on the alumni website, as well as give a tutorial on the registration and update process. But first, let me briefly go over some of the changes our team has made to the website. We used PHP in our site design to work with JavaScript and MySQL database functions, which were also added to the site. We also made some changes to the previous profile page and streamlined the registration and update process. Here, we can see the previous alumni profile page. While well constructed, our team felt it lacked a way to quickly identify the profile user's most pertinent information. We also wanted to figure out a way to dynamically create and edit this page without having to do it manually. So we came up with a design that uses PHP to allow for dynamic page creation. We also introduced a quick facts panel to display the user's most relevant information. We also condensed the profile information and added some CSS style for some added flair. Another change we made was to the alumni registration and update page. Here, we can see the previous registration form. Our team felt the page was long, drawn out, and confusing. So our development team decided to condense the form to allow for an easier registration and update process. Our team also added a way to allow the user to upload a profile picture for the profile avatar. We also added a universal user ID feature, which will allow the registered user to update their profile at a later date. And all of this is being done dynamically through the use of PHP. No need to manually enter code. Now we will take a look at the actual process of creating and updating your profile. Switching to the browser, we can find the current alumni profiles page in the Alumni and Friends section of the website. You can find the Alumni Profiles page by clicking the Alumni Profiles link in the side panel or by clicking Alumni Profiles in the head navigation. Here, we can find 5 profiles which have already been created. What if a user wanted to create their own profile and add that to the page? To do this, simply click Update Alumni Information to reach the registration form. Here, we can find the newly constructed alumni registration form. With this form, we can both create and update any user profile dynamically. A new user needs simply fill out the form and record the universal user ID for later use. So let's go about actually creating a new user profile for Miss Autumn Taylor. We can begin by going to Choose File under the profile picture. This will allow us to select an avatar for Ms. Taylor from the local machine. Simply choose which file you want to use and hit Open. You can now see the file name has appeared next to Choose File. You can continue filling out the form for Ms. Taylor. Prefix is Miss. First name, Autumn. Last name, Taylor. She doesn't have a suffix. But for date of birth, you need to fill this out. And we can do this simply by just selecting the calendar over here and selecting her date of birth. Ms. Taylor was born in 1986. excuse me, that was the 8th. That was the 18th. For email, just fill out our email, autumn.taylor. And we'll just go with email.com. Phone number, we'll go with 478, just 555-5555. I'm gonna leave her degree and graduation year blank for the moment, just to show off validation. But for the address, you could go ahead and type 410 Davis Lane, City, Byron, and she lives in Georgia. Zip code 31088. Their job title is a teacher. Company, she works for Bibb County Schools. Here you can find sections for a job description and success story. For Miss Autumn, type I am a psychoeducator. We're in psychoeducation. And she works at Elam, or she worked at Elam Alexander. In Macon, Georgia. And she received Teacher of the Year. And that happened in 2018. Now, we would normally hit submit. However, because we forgot to fill out 2 fields, we can see that we are having validation errors, which indicate that we need to go ahead and fill out a degree. And her degree was in elementary education. This were elementary special education. And let's say she graduated in 2014. Now that we have all the fields filled out, we could go ahead and hit submit. Hitting submit, we have now generated a new universal user ID. And it is very important to remember to record this ID down for later use, because this is how you will go ahead and update your profile at a later time. Back on the alumni profiles page, you can now find Autumn Taylor's profile has been added to the profiles list. By clicking on learn more, we can now check her profile out, and you can see all the information that we have entered on the registration form. By using the universal user ID, we could go ahead and update this profile as well. And I will turn that over to Ms. Hayley Adkins, and she could show you the update process.
To update alumni information, first you will need to make sure that you have this tab selected within the navigation. Then you will insert your ID given to you previously and click Retrieve. You will then notice that your profile information will appear. At this point, you're able to update any information you would like. For example, Miss Autumn is no longer a teacher. She has become a counselor. You scroll down, you can click Submit, and we see that the profile has been updated. To double check, we can just click Alumni Profiles, click Learn More under Miss Autumn's profile, and we will now see that her job title is counselor instead of teacher.